Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Magic the Dungeoning. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Jasper, joined here by Ryan Ives, who is playing Merrick Ulbricht,
Hello,
Will
hello.
Coyle playing Colden Moon, Shannon
Owl's
Key
hot.
playing Farrah Cutlass, and
Hiya.
Danny Jimenez playing Seren. It feels like it's been a while since we've met, but it's only really been like 2 weeks, the usual amount. But honestly, we've had quite the build-up.
Yeah,
to
the Teen
this very
Teen
session.
Titans are finally formed.
The Justice League is here.
I can't believe it's already almost over. Like, my brain is like, what do you mean? We still have to go to 2 other planets, right?
Planes.
This is it.
Yeah, we've been addressing. So I guess season 1 is we've been addressing a story that Jasper came up with, which is what we're calling the tullash arc, and then I guess from there on out we will be dealing with our stories, which should be quite interesting.
So, would anyone like to recap on where we left off last night? Last week? Last 2 weeks? Last session? That one?
There we go.
Took him a minute.
Is it just cool if I take it real quick?
Go for it. Unfortunately, my memory would put a lot of shit that's happened in
It was a long session last session.
But personal life has kind of erased a lot of my memory right now.
So after the slaying of the Atonia and realizing that the device that Gaxum was building from schematics we got from Zimpt, a lot has happened. Jesus. We have finally went to Zendikar with Kefkin to get a power source, because he brought up that we could do some dungeon delving. Check us out on YouTube to see our series Dungeon Delving. And so with that, we secured a core after killing a electric salamander, I guess is the best way to phrase it.
Pretty much the best way to phrase it.
We claimed 4 magical items, which were a cloak, a sword, a pair of goggles, and a tiara?
A circlet's more accurate.
A circlet. Okay, so like what Wonder Woman wears. I guess she calls hers a tiara, but I think hers is more of a circlet. Anyway. And we also claimed the core that was in there, which would be referred to as a lithoform core. Calden bared the pain of it and brought it back to Zimpt, where he plugged it into Bullseye's device, and it charged up 5 what would be known as grenades that have been built from the singing steel plans that the group found on Zimpt. Now with these devices in hand and their new ally Gyuk, the barbarian who can change sizes, travel back to Tullash, where the group is informed about the conditions of Winds on Sands and the other inhabitants, and how as dubbed by our DM, new Titans are going to take on Chadwick and his mechanical forces. The siege of Tullash begins.
I can't wait to see how it rounds out.
I had a joke I was going to make about Gyuk, but it's more of a mature joke, so I will refrain.
Gyuk proves that size doesn't matter.
No, I was gonna say something else.
Or the fact that he's a grower, not a shower.
There you go.
God damn it.
I love him.
Oh, I have no issue with Gyuk at all.
Realistically, okay, so we know that these are magic items that we claimed.
Indeed.
Can we get Kefkin to identify them?
Actually, no need. So, here we go.
And, okay, so Gyuk's got the cloak. Farrah has got the sword? Or the goggles?
Farrah had the sword.
You got the goggles.
I got the goggles.
Seren has got the circlet. Yes,
Yeah,
because Calden had the core. He was carrying the core, so you claimed the last object. Eyes of Night, you can see in the deepest gloom. You have dark vision to a range of 300 feet. God, who needs that? Yeah, okay. It's you or Farrah. I'm surprised Farrah can't see in the dark. That would baffle Calden. You're a human, so he would have no reason to think that. Okay. So those are the goggles.
Yeah.
So
Here's the circlet.
it is the circlet of blasting. So anyway, I just started blasting. You use an action to cast the Scorching Ray spell. When you do, you make the spell. So when you make the spell's attack, you do with an attack bonus of +5. The circlet can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
So it's a one and done until it's once a day.
Straight up, just Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
I
go.
love
would expect
it.
that from
So-
you.
Well, so the thing is, Scorching Ray is 3 rays with a range of 60 feet that each do 2d6 damage.
Oh, yeah, no, they're
And
disgusting.
the sword.
What
The
the
weapon of warning?
That's a stab. What the hell?
It's a sword of warning in this state.
Okay, the magic weapon warns you of danger. When the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. I need it already!
Danger zone.
In addition, you and any companion within 30 feet, you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions with range. If any of you are sleeping naturally with combat, Jesus!
It's
like-
the anxiety blade for Calden.
It's like
We-
that one
we
blade from Lord
needed
of the
the-
Rings when orcs get nearby.
We needed the flipping that sword when we freaking faced the Atonia.
Oh, it would have helped so badly.
It really would.
Okay, so I will say this. Calden desperately wants that sword. Anyway, and then, so we've got the Eyes of Night, the Circlet of Blasting, the Weapon of Warning, and what is the cloak?
Gyuk has it.
Oh.
Bollocks.
Do I have to go?
So yeah, then now that let's officially get into this, where we left off, you guys were just sitting around this sort of campfire with the rest of the new Titans and a couple of the villagers from this settlement, to call it. Most of you are just kind of palling around. Most of the other 5 are talking amongst themselves, kind of like, their shitty experiences, like, what have you were doing? It's just generic small talk stuff. Except for Gyuk, he seems to be like just kind of like holding this cloak in his hand, sitting on a rock. He seems to be pondering something.
Who wants to try to convince this guy to give us the cloak?
That's all you, boo boo.
Oh, God damn it.
I am not
Yeah, oh,
charismatic.
there we
I have a
go.
-1.
I said I will. We just helped. This guy witnessed us just kill a giant slithery salamander, and he seems like kind of a war fellow. I'm sure there's at least something that translates to that.
So,
And plus, Seren wants that cloak, so she's gonna just walk up to him. And also,
Calden
Oh my God.
will assist because Calden knows what Seren's trying to do.
yeah, your head seems full of bees, friend.
As you get closer, you realize that he seems a bit. The term I could use is disappointed. He's just kind of like
push the
holding
guys,
Logan. He's just
echo.
kind of like, I got a rock. That's the sort of vibe you get from him as you approach.
When she approaches, she asks him, "Your head seems full of bees, friend. What ails you?"
We were all in that place, right? We all got cool things. Except this thing isn't cool! What's cool about clothing?
Well, clothing can keep you warm, protect you from being stabbed.
That's what my body's for. My skin keeps me warm.
You're absolutely right. You are quite sturdy for one of your stature. I don't think you really need anything like this to keep you safe.
Friend, I'll make you a deal. Because I did say
Hold
Calden.
up.
I did say Calden goes with Seren.
She might not need you. Let's see what happens.
Fair enough.
I mean, hey, it works. If it works, it works.
She rolling a charisma roll.
Persuasion, correct.
Oh, I have a +4 in persuasion.
With advantage, Saran.
Oh, thank God! Let's do that again, please.
I forgot that I was proficient in
Are,
persuasion.
you are?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that was almost a 1. Oh, did y'all see that dice
oh
go?
lord. That dice is about to say,
So
you got that five,
as
where
you
did get
say the
one?
words like, maybe if you don't need it, maybe I can have it. He's just kind of like, he thinks it over for just a moment before kind of throwing it at you. He's kind of like, fine. Don't come complaining to me when you complain about it.
Friend,
Thank
think about how much stuff is gonna be in the giant walking city. There's gonna be so much to grab.
He kind of like lightens up as he's just kind of like, yeah.
And all that machinery
There you go.
is quite shiny indeed, doesn't it? And it must be very hard to hit. I wonder if someone of your stature could perhaps dent it?
What are we doing standing around here for? Let's go find out.
Hold up,
Oh.
friend. We'll be walking into a landmine.
Literally.
Oh, yeah, you straight up need this thing. You need this thing
What is
so
it? What is
bad. It's a cloak of protection. Wear it, don't even ask.
It does. All these things do require attunement, but we are in amidst a short rest and about to imagine to take a long rest, so it does not really matter to me.
Okay, so the four of us come together with this magical stuff. So who wants what? Realistically, we know where each thing should go, but what would your character want?
Like honestly, for me, like I'm not concerned about the sword. Like I'm more when I transform, I fight with my claw. So sword doesn't concern me. The blasting as well doesn't really concern me.
I want the crown.
Because I'm up close and personal with people, and I'm pretty resilient. So again, I'm good with the goggles. For me, like I'm okay with that because none of the other ones really benefit me.
So it sounds like it comes down to just between Farah and Calden. There's the sword and the circlet.
Right.
You want the circlet?
I think
Okay.
that honestly, I think
Because
that's
Seren needs the cloak.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not even gonna.
100%.
I'm not even
Please.
gonna
All
Please
argue.
don't take this
Universe
cloak
cleanse.
away from me. I need you guys, everyone, for all our dear listeners listening to us speak right now. Where is my character sheet? Let me paint you a story real quick.
Calden could use the +1s to his save. I'm not even gonna lie, but
A sort of, hey, I know when evil me is about to show up.
yup. So
the
Calden
sword's
does.
glowing. Is that a red flag? Crimson.
Crimson.
My AC is 12.
It
Yeah,
would
girl,
go
you
up to
need
a
it.
magical 13.
Girl.
Woo!
So,
excited.
all right. So, to get this right, Merrick has got the Eyes of Night. Calden has got the Sword of Warning. Farah has got the Circlet of Blasting, and Seren gets the Cloak of Protection.
Can I do something special when I give the sword to Calden?
Sure, go ahead.
So,
You do you.
Farah wants to do like a little like sword dance. So she's like twirling around the sword, and then she like does the motion of like knighting Calden.
Give me a performance check.
Oh no!
He just looks at his shoulders and he
Oh,
goes,
that was coming.
"You didn't do it right." He pops his echo. You gotta do it twice. You gotta knight the little guy too.
I mean,
11.
It's cute.
It's enough.
It
And
communicates
then
the idea that you're doing a sword
circle
dance
them.
and then knighting ceremony.
The user of the sword, and then I like plop it down like blade first in front of him.
This would be the moment when Calden thinks back to everything he's been through with the three of you. And he does get like an iota of pride about him that he has friends like this.
No.
And he would draw the sword and he just looks at it and he goes, I've got a
I
magic
bid thee
weapon.
the weapon of warning, and then I like. put it in
I
front of me.
go, I've needed this since fucking I was born. And he just sheaths it. He now has a magic sword. Is it like a +1 sword as well?
Unfortunately, not this time.
Aw.
Damn.
It's a look, advantage on initiatives and not being able to be surprised unless I'm literally knocked out by magical means is pretty
Oh,
solid.
yeah, no, it's nothing to laugh at. I don't disagree.
I assume that means you're putting the Sword of Warning in the other magical items in our character sheets. Or
That's correct.
or do you want us to do that?
I got it.
Okay.
You just have to like modify yours to be a sword.
Well, it does say Weapon of Warning, so realistically, as long as I put in the damage type as slashing, it doesn't matter to me. Hell, it could be an axe for all I care.
I mean, he's not wrong. He
As-
is not wrong.
Again, as long as it does slashing and I can use my strength to hit with it, we're good.
So after a brief exchange between the four of you, you see Kefkin kind of stand up on sort of a platform and kind of try to wave to get everyone's attention. At least like the titans among you. Everyone. I'd like to say a few words before we get on with whatever we're about to do. Speaking from personal experience, I've dealt with tyrants. I've dealt with conquerors. They're all the same when you get down to it. And our adversary, this Luxodon, bent on innovation that everyone else's detriment, is no different than any other magic-crazed deity or would-be god. He has a weakness. And tomorrow we will find it and drive that stake of weakness through his heart. And free this people from the indoctrination and the indignation they have brought upon them. Could not ask for better individuals to carry this with me. Thank you.
Calden thinks to himself, besides, I don't know, the Gatewatch.
They left him on red.
So, yeah, Calden's still reeling from taking the psychic damage and carrying a fucking lithoform core in the same day. So Calden just hits the hay for the night.
Alright, so as Calden goes to retire, would anyone else like to do anything, interact with anyone, or, spend some time to themselves?
I meant like after I interact with people. Calden
yeah.
would just hit the hay.
What would everyone like to do?
Yeah, I realistically think we could catch up with everyone in the morning.
After I was thinking, I'm looking at the characters, like, who would, if Merrick would go to any one of them, because like, he honestly would go to maybe Delian, because Elite would.
Well, what is Delian doing right now?
Jasper, I think that question was to you.
Reappeared. Fuck. Okay, found the right one. Okay, let's all go talk to Delian, because, like, this dude just popped out of the goddamn ether, like, a cool
You're like, you
guy.
alright, bro?
Like, yeah, he was just gone forever. Like, dude, you good? Like, look at you, nice look. Your husband's worried about you.
Delian is sitting next to a post, just leaning up against it, just kind of like observing everything around. Not trying too hard to look cool, but still managing to look pretty cool.
Guys, do you remember Push to Talk Echo?
That is my bad. I apologize. I will remember.
I will say Calden probably talks to Sypha.
Alright, so it would, Merrick, would you like to do anything?
Like I said, I probably would, I think I'm one of the few, like, because out of all of them, Merrick is still actually surprised Sypha's there after what the fuck she tried to pull. He's still bitter about that. But he does respect Delian, so he probably would actually go talk to him.
And so Farah and Cern would also like to talk to Delian as well?
Well, why don't we just go as a group, because we all like Delian.
We'll handle the group scene first, and then we'll handle Calden interacting with Sypha afterwards.
I will say this: Sypha and Calden's not going to be a long conversation.
All right, then we'll handle that one first.
Okay.
So Calden, after Kefkin relays this speech to everyone, you kind of find your way over to Sypha, who just is kind of standing there with a troubled expression on her face.
Thanks for showing up. That means a lot.
Don't mention it. I wasn't doing this for you.
Uh,
You can tell she's not exactly honest with that statement.
He looks at her and he says, I know that look. What's going on?
Doesn't matter what we do here. It just matters if I'm strong enough after this. I can take care of what I need to.
Calden
Disapprove it, I think.
Calden sits down next to her, and he says, "We're all dealing with our own problems. Some of us are fighting demons. Some of us are fighting ourselves. Some of us are fighting the very emotions that go through us every day. The thing that matters is not whether you're strong enough. It's whether you're willing to take the hit and keep moving."
She kind of just relieves like this deep sigh. All right, Colden. Make me a promise, will you?
Aye, that I can do.
After this is all said and done and you've dealt with your demons, I think. How about you help me out with a little problem of mine?
What's going on?
You said that we all have demons to deal with. Or,
Aye.
you know, emotions and all that. It's except that my demon happens to be important to me.
Mine too. What's going on with them?
It's about my father. He's not a good man, I've realized. It only took me about 200 years, but
Is she an elf?
you're not quite sure what she is, although you can tell she's not exactly human.
Kind of like me. I look very human besides the fact that I have pink skin and shock white hair.
She's got very bright pink eyes and pointed ears, but not pointed like an elf.
She... What color... So the model that's on screen, is that the color skin she has?
Yes.
Okay. I was thinking maybe she was also a Calistar for a second. Calden was about to lose his shit.
Let's just say my father's a very influential person.
Where from?
My home plane, it's that you've heard of it. It's a tiny mega place. It's called you know, it doesn't matter. What does matter is that you help me kill him afterwards. After all this.
That I can do. And Calden would confide in her, and he says, "The thing I brought up about some of our demons are us. That's what I'm dealing with."
You know, you're not bad for it.
What do you know about multiverse theory?
That it's a bitch.
Right. I think I'm gonna catch some rest. I've got a lot to
I
think
understand. Calden puts his hand on her shoulder, and he says, "But again, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. We need every help we can get."
She kind of like shrugs off your shoulder, kind of softly, and says, "Whatever. We'll see you tomorrow."
He psychic connects with her for a second, and he goes, "I used to not let people in either. It'll be your biggest downfall." And then he ends the psychic connection.
All right. Meanwhile, while that's going on,
And then he joins
you
back up with the group
three-
of Delian.
You three approach. You three or four as a group approach Delian, who is just kind of sitting there watching everyone. He seems cool-headed, but definitely deeply in some sort of deep contemplation.
All right.
I say,
I'm not saying he was gonna break the ice.
what you thinking about, Delian?
On stuff. I mean, I saw what we're dealing with on my way here, and I do not like it.
None of us do.
I thought the machines on my plane were huge. Ugh. A walking fortress made of metal.
Yep.
Indeed. How do you think we felt when we first got here?
Yeah, and we're a bit short on any of Skylar's, shred bombs, as Carter's calling them.
Did we not?
See, the thing about that is,
What did you do?
You gotta promise you won't get mauled first.
I make no promises, but go ahead.
Calden would bring him to the nearest table, and he brings the group, because he, technically speaking, nobody but Farah knows that he has this. And he would open up his bag, and he reveals what is very nicely packed into his bag, because he would have put them away with the utmost care. He takes out a stack of 5 of these bombs. And he goes, "This is how we're gonna cripple the city."
Soren.
Merrick just looks at the bombs, looks at Calden, looks at the bombs, looks at Calden, like,
What do you think we grabbed the? What do you think we grabbed the cord for?
what the fuck?
Soren flinches away from the bomb.
It do, yeah. Calden has flashbacks too, but he just keeps it
PTSD.
under.
Delian kind of puts his hand on one of the bombs and picks it up. You hear this sort of faint ringing as he kind of closes his eyes and he opens them a second and he's like, how?
May or may not, possibly, but might not have. But very well could have taken plans from your plane and given them to somebody on somebody else's plane.
You know, I may be like a week old at this thing, but I feel like there's something very, very wrong about tampering with multiverses like that.
Look, we didn't. Look, Martin went to jail, and I didn't want to bother Yorian. Didn't really have another option.
You're right. Just be careful with these things.
And I'm
Last
not
time
going.
it happened, I turned into a planeswalker. Who knows what happened next time?
Double planeswalker.
Last time. we had those.
Immortality.
You've just had those on you this entire time?
No, I only just picked them up from
Bullseye.
Gaxum just now. Gaxum not too long ago.
How long was not too long ago?
How long have we been on Tullash?
About like a few hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally, like, Calden, you guys would have seen it, so he may have shown it to you earlier, where he was carrying his bag with the utmost care. And as soon as he sets it down, he would find the nearest table, unlock, put these down, and been like, nobody touches this until we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, she looks a little bit more relaxed, a little like more like relieved and not like as upset.
But he would not
she
have
is
revealed
very-
them until now.
But she is very notably standing
Concerned.
a bit away, bidding away from there, kind of like with her staff slightly, like just casually like towards the front of her. She's extremely uncomfortable by those things and can't help but to like linger her eyes on them every once in a while.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. PTSD is a bitch.
Would
This
it
just
make
might
you
work,
would it make you
actually.
feel better if you had a blast shield?
I'm fine.
Okay, because Calden would have summoned his echo in front of you. Just been like, shield.
You know, this actually just might work. You know, on my way here, I found one of his like drone things, and I watched from a distance as like he was able to like ping out something and open the door to the walking fortress. This solves the problem. I was wondering how the hell we catch the thing, but
Effectively, we have to just hit the joints with these things at the right time. I actually have a plan for it. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan nonetheless. The problem
Alright.
is that when we talk about it tomorrow, I need a confirmation of some information.
right?
That being,
Basically, is he making those things in there? If he does, then my idea has a little bit more je ne sais quoi to it.
Only one way to find out.
I might
You gotta
actually
pray for
ask.
him.
I look at Deli and I say, I might actually ask you, Farah, and Cypher to take a trip.
Where?
Scout the place out.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Probably Seren as well.
I like it. But it's been a long day, and I've been walking literally all day.
If you
Yeah.
don't mind.
And the bombshell, no pun intended, kind of knocked the wind out of me. So maybe we can talk about it tomorrow.
Calden would call everyone over, like the rest of the Titans,
Gotcha.
and he explains that these are volatile bombs and they're not to be messed with by anyone.
You say this, and Gyuk immediately starts walking forward, only to be like kind of.
I summon my
ushered
echo
by
in front of
Gastly.
him. I like Calden would summon his echo in front of him and be like, mate, don't you fucking dare.
You're just like, I'm gonna do it.
He protests for only a moment before like, fine, tomorrow then.
Look, we're all strong. This damn near killed me. And Seren.
It only seems to like intrigue him more.
You don't want to die to something that can't fight back, do you, friend?
The wind out of his sails.
Yep. Yeah, nailed it. So yeah, Calden's like, he explains what they are. It's they're bombs. It's how we're gonna disable the city. We'll talk more about it in the morning if everyone's okay with that.
You get like a sort of a general nod from Kefkin, Jolly, and Delian, and the rest of them kind of just follow suit.
Before we all do go to bed, I do want to like turn slightly to Delian and just kind of ask, where did you go for your first?
Come on. He kind of tries to usher you away from the group.
I like secrets. She shuffles along. Anything to get away from the literal death bombs in front of her.
So, have you heard of Ixalan?
No. What is? She takes out her
Terrible
notebook.
place full of dinosaurs, vampires, and pirates. Literally. the worst.
Seren, we went there for a second. It was one of the places Jaya took us to.
Never mind, we have been there. You're right.
Very,
So-
very briefly, we were there.
Yeah. Okay, so I take it back. I do nod, but I did. She's in deep thought, and she's like, that means you've been there for an extended period of time. There was vampires and dinosaurs. What's a dinosaur?
It's like
A
a
dinosaur.
giant. It's like a giant lizard.
Oh,
Very noisy. Very stupid.
she would know as a dinosaur is. Watley was using a raptor to fight alongside us in the very first session.
Fuck. I can't remember anything, you
It's
guys.
it's
It's
cool.
been 15 sessions.
I'm an encyclopedia.
Listen. The
I
season one
remember
episode one doesn't matter.
everything.
Did you? You're pretty. Did you take any notes or have any illustrations or any?
See, I would have, but I was busy running for my life. And then I got picked up by this pirate crew, and well, it explains like the eye patch and the whole. He gestures to the whole pirate outfit he's wearing. It's exhausting.
Yeah, everyone in the party just goes, pirates.
There's just a bunch of like, drunk idiot assholes who just steal shit, and then there was this whole thing with like we were running from this one bitch, like Elenda or something. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say Beckett Brass.
Would I have ever heard of this name Alinda in my travels?
Most likely not.
Yeah, probably not. Interesting. You have to tell me more about these.
I will when I
Dinosaurs.
process all of it. I still feels like everything here is just kind of a dream, and I'm in some sort of hell. Like seriously, is this not hell? I mean, he gestures to the landscape.
It'll only feel that way for about a month, and then
Oh, God.
they tickle for. There's so much in the world to see, and I am so happy you're going to get to experience it for the first time.
Hopefully, the next plane I go to has something good to drink. 'Cause
How far away are Calden and Delian? I actually just realized that Calden's got story stuff.
they were far enough away to be, not interrupt the general conversation of everyone else. But
Are they
close enough to be within line of
within-
sight?
Okay, are they within like 60 feet?
Yeah, just about.
Calden mind links with Seren, and he says, "Can I get that little chat with Delian when you're done?" You're on push to talk.
She turns her head really fast, forgetting about her long horns and talking range. It's like, "Delian, do I smack him with my horns?
No,
His armor class is too high.
Damn.
Yeah, you swing, and the weapon actually gives me preternatural warning. I'm like, ding! Watch those things! No, but I did it with Mind Link, so I'm like 60 feet away from
Oh
you.
no, I was talking about Dalian. I want to know if I bop Dalian.
No, he's a bit jumpy at this time in space, so he just kind of like ducks out of the way.
My favorite part is telling you when like walked aside. He's yeah. I actually have a question about it. Who the hell are you? Because Soren's not even the same Soren.
He's an investigator. I'm sure he could.
Body language is the same. Vernacular
sure
is
he
the
picked
same.
it up by
Pentameter
now.
is the same. It's Soren, but like wearing a disguise of some sort. I don't know.
He sees the judgment in her eyes.
It's what expertise and insight get you.
That's right. He's a
right.
rogue.
I believe our pink friend over there would like to have a word.
Sure, yeah, why not?
As I walk over, I tell Soren she doesn't have to leave.
She doesn't leave, in fact, then, because if she gets to know the secrets and she's happy, give it to me. Oh, she wants to know the deets.
He looks at Delian and says, I need you to do me a favor.
What is it?
I need you to read my timeline and tell me how many there are.
How many what?
How many timelines, how many me's are there? And Calden explains to Delian that there is an evil version of Calden hunting himself.
Shit.
You were right when you said there was more of me. I just didn't know that any of us could cross timelines.
No, that makes sense. Although, never. I suppose we could give it a try. Here, sit still. He brings out his tuning fork again, and he strikes it on a hard surface and starts vibrating again. This vibration seems to, resonate with you in particular. This time being a willing sort of detection, it's easy for him to parse through. And after a moment of him just, reading the magic, he opens his eyes again and he says, 3.
That's it.
Left. Just 3 left.
In all of the possibilities.
Well, shit.
He
There's only-
looks at Calden would look at Seren with a look of horror in his face, and he goes, "That means there's me, the one he's hunting, him, and one that's probably hunting him. That's it." And Calden realizes, oh my god, I'm the only thing standing between a fucking Phyrexian and completion.
Your math is off. I meant you and 2 others. Although, this is all wild to me. Reading through multiple histories is something, and
So
I don't exactly know.
Yeah, no, that's what
where they are.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. I meant there's Calden Moon right now. There's Calden Complete, and then there's probably a Calden who is hunting Calden Complete.
Or
Another Calden that is also hunting me.
Or it could
Jesus
just be another
Christ.
Calden in general, just trying to make it by.
Or
hold up.
and he looks at Seren and he goes, or the real one. The one we won't know about until the 2 of us are joined together.
Well, no.
there's no way to tell if you're the original or not.
Most likely not.
Should we be actively looking for the last Calden as well? If he absorbs another one of you,
He'll be unstoppable. There's nothing
we
I'll
have
be able to do.
find him. We have to find him before he does.
So he looks at Seren and he opens the page to the book on Calden Complete. I have 2 ideas how to beat him, and neither one of them are good. Calden gestures to Farah and Merrick if they're within line of sight.
I think we all are. All are.
You're not.
It's not a great plan, but it's a plan.
No, the hell it's not.
Yeah. What else do I do?
Question, DM, could I actually wanted to ask this, but beforehand, but I want to make sure we're not like echoing back and forth of each other. When he was like looking through Calden's mind, could Seren have assisted him in any way with his magic to help him see clearer and be able to witness, see through the branches of possibility a little easier?
Unfortunately, he can only see backwards, and
Oof.
you focus on seeing forwards. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, not in this case.
You are literally polar opposites.
But we're both still so damn cool.
Does Delian so Merrick and Farrah show up and Calden relays the information that he just found out from Delian.
Wait, I'm sorry, I zoned out. What was the information?
There's only
There are
three
three
Caldens
Caldens.
left. There's Calden Complete, me, and one other.
Oh shit.
And if there's a possibility that that one last Calden, if the Phyrexian Calden absorbs him, he could become unstoppable. We think we should find. I don't know about you. It is your journey.
I
feel
look at
that
the
we
group and
should.
I would look at the group and Calden would ask Malile for his original voice and give him something else, like tribal tattoos or something. Does she listen to me?
How so?
Calden wants to be able to talk to the group in his normal voice, so Malile could change the quirk he has.
Is that actually something Clash Charge can do?
Yeah. The quarry that's inside chooses what the quirk is. I could
Your
ask. She
hair
doesn't have to.
fades black.
Oh, Calden's original hair color.
Wait, so you don't have the accent anymore?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I worked so hard on that white pink hair for nothing. You asshole!
It's not called it's not called his natural hair
To get
color.
rid of all the white-haired characters. He's done me. He's done you. Merrick, watch out. You're next.
That's
So-
I am. Merrick's a fighter. He'll live.
Calden says there's three of me. The time blast must have separated me into multiple timelines. Yada yada yada. I can only think of so if he's coming after me, it means I'm the weaker of the two that are remaining, which is fine. It also means I could probably find that other Calden if I ever find a way to do it, that he could assist me in that fight.
There's no way of knowing which sort of plane he could be on. For all we know, he could be like making pastries on wherever.
Realistically, I only have one idea.
And that idea is you
Does-
sacrificing yourself to call
No.
it complete. You
No.
kiss my ass.
No. Does Delian catch on to what I was trying to do?
He gets the sense that you're going to make some sort of suicide play
The only thing
that
I can
involves timeline collision.
the only thing I can come up with is if I can go to some place with a ton of time magic, I could probably catch him in a loop.
So, like, Dominaria.
Or toxic.
That's
Effectively-
Right. You mentioned that there were.
The leader of Mullen, one of the stratums of Toxic, is a time wizard. Literally. He's a chronomancer.
Hey, DM.
Yeah?
She's asking him the question in private.
No, go ahead. Ask it in public.
Okay.
You're not coming through, Danny.
As a not time druid, but like a prophecy druid and all that kind of fucking shit.
A foreteller.
Yeah, foreteller. Would I be able to get any kind of sense of how Called and Complete is? Would I have an idea of how he's actually physically able to absorb the others through death? And would I be able to foresee or make any sense of how possibly Calden would be able to do the absorption instead?
Give me an Arcana check.
I actually would be curious of that as well, because if he can do it, then Calden has every reason to believe he could do it as well.
So advantage.
Unfortunately, not for this.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because Seren would be thinking it by herself, trying to parse out her thoughts first. She's wondering. I wonder.
So while you're making that roll, Calden would say, yeah, if I can go to some place that has an abundance of time magic, I may be able to use my powers and trap both of us in a time loop. I.e., the two of us would be stuck in infinity forever. It doesn't matter if he kills me, he wouldn't be able to get out. But that also means neither do I.
There's no way knowing that'll work. There are a million ways that could play out.
Wait.
It's better than dying and letting a Phyrexian become a Praetor. I'm not dealing with another Elishnorn or a Vorinclex. Hell, I don't even know what those things are. I've only heard their names. But I've heard that the Planeswalkers have struggled against them. I'm not going to let something like that, that's able to travel around planes, go off like that. And Calden would be yelling this out loud now. Because he'd be getting angry.
This attracts a bit of attention.
I would assume so.
Oh, that's
Oh.
So-
Arcana.
To explain to you, Seren, destiny to you and timelines. Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, the dice did not show up, but you rolled a nat one.
No, fuck. Okay, that's what else already happened. I clicked to roll, but then I realized, I'm like, wait, I have Fortune's Favor, and I want to cast that on myself first. And I was trying to find my Fortune's Favor spell, and I'm really upset. Can I cast Fortune's Favor on myself? Because I was trying to do that.
Does it just give you advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gives me advantage. I'm specifically trying to use my powers for it. And
Oh my gosh, we've been using this spell wrong the whole time.
no, you're thinking of a different spell.
You're thinking of Alacrity.
At least 100 GP,
I thought that didn't matter with my...
which the spell consumes.
Oh, shit. So I can't use it?
No, an arcane focus can only take the place of something that either is has no monetary value or is not consumed.
Shit. I'm gonna start summoning a pound of clams every day.
It's not how that works.
I'm gonna take their diamonds, yo.
It's not how that works.
And then I'm gonna put them in soup.
Soup.
Yeah,
Good-
no, it's fine.
Good soup.
So, to explain, fate and the roiling mass of timelines that lay before everyone in their lives is to you is more like a river. You know relatively how it flows and where it meets the ocean. But from where Calden and Delian are speaking, it's more of a technical or factual perspective on this matter. And the nature of what that Calden is suggesting is a much more technical matter than it would be to, say, disrupt someone's fate or change their destiny.
Calden would say, "It." Oh, Seren, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Would anyone on my home plane have the chance of knowing more of that information?
Nothing for certain.
There's
might be worth a
only two people. I'm sorry. There's only three people Calden can go see, but he was told to avoid one of them.
Who was he told to avoid?
Sarkhan Vol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely avoid him.
Seren seems to kind of be like shot out of her thoughts real fast. Because she was like totally, completely out of it, like really sitting there and like almost like murmuring to herself and like it like lost in the sauce. And then she kind of like her eyes flick up at Calden. There was no guarantees, but perhaps some of the sages back home may be able to help you with this.
If I may, you see Kefkin start to approach this group after the shouting.
Yeah, and he looks and he just immediately goes, "Sorry."
If I catch your meaning correctly, you mean to collide timelines with yourself.
Does Jali and Gia come over too?
At this point, yeah, but
The Sypha.
there's more so concerned. Sypha does not. You do see her kind of like looking over at you from the distance.
Like, the fuck's he doing?
He looks at everybody and he trusts this group enough. He divulges what has to explain, which is effectively there are 3 Caldens left. One of them is hunting him, and that he's a Phyrexian.
And you exactly intend to lock yourself in a paradox.
Nobody's asked for my first way to defeat him.
Well,
What's your
that was the
first?
first way you gave us.
I decode what is written in Quarry for the first strategy to fight him. And it says Merrick, Farah, and Seren.
Say what?
I couldn't want to fight him with anybody else. If anybody's gonna help me, it would have to be you 3.
Oh, trust me, you don't even have to ask me.
Farah like rolls
owe
up her
that son of-
sleeve, summons
I owe that
knives.
son of a bitch a
Let's do
few
this!
claws against the face.
Let's go
He-
right now.
Calden looks at Seren. I'm not throwing my life away. Locking him in a time loop is a last option. And he looks at all of them. We are meant for something greater. And I refuse to be a casualty.
Jolly raises a hand and says, "That is all well and good, but I believe we should handle one crisis at a time."
The first thing
She took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm doing is liberating a plane.
It is a start.
I'll deal
We'll
with
see
me
if-
later.
We can make it through that.
Calden's hair goes back to white, and he just goes, but I think for now, it's time to hit the hay.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
That sounds good. I'm
Right.
Merrick, I'm literally is chomping at the bit. Pun intended.
I'll see you all
Unintended.
tomorrow.
Calden sleeps to the best of his ability.
All right.
9 people are about to go to war with a city. This is so dumb.
It's cool though.
I'm about to kill me a mother effing elephant.
It's so cool. It's also very dumb.
Merrick,
Uh-oh.
amongst your sleep,
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Not again. Oh, fuck right.
Watch out, Merrick. You're about to lose your white hair. Look out.
Oh no, the heart.
Oh, my God. I forgot about it. Oh, shit. Well, rip.
you find your rest hard won. As
Oh.
you slumber, you see visions of this figure in the distance. You and him are kept quite a verge apart,
no.
standing on these floating pillars of stone amongst fog. You can't quite make out their face, but they turn to you, their eyes, these voids of light. The silhouette turns and raises a hand, and a sphere emerges. A glowing white light flashes in your mind, and you see this cave of glowing golden crystal and a figure trapped inside. And just like that, the vision fades, and you awaken in the morning.
But I think Meryl, I know, just like snaps awaking, like fist up, ready, like just like in complete, like offensive, just like he's ready to like swing. Bloody hell! Cold, yeah, just like the cold sweat and everything. Like he's just thinking, like he's like, what in the hell was that?
You're not quite sure.
Huh.
Oh shit.
After about a couple of seconds, Sypha approaches to where you were sleeping and kind of just kneels down and says, "Everything all right? I could feel your screaming from here."
Screaming? What are you talking about?
You awoke and you were tense. Like, something angered you.
She can feel emotions. Remember, she's an
Oh,
empath.
that's right! I forgot she can do that. We haven't dealt with her in so long. I completely forgot.
Yeah, she's an empath.
I honestly don't have a way to explain it. I chalk it up to a nightmare again.
Yeah, let me help. She kind of like raises a hand.
Merrick's like, so I will put it this way for Slife, just to clarify. He doesn't distrust her. He's still wary of her, though. Because he's seen people of her kind, like, where they're, like, the flakiness, like, they will just dip out when they have a chance.
She seems to be asking for consent to touch you.
Merrick, and he nods. He's like, he gives his consent.
So she touches your shoulder, and you see this sort of tether emerge between your forehead and her face as this sort of energy is pulled from you. You hear this sort of hissing motion, and as this energy is drawn from you, your anxiety seems to die down, and you reach another state of calm. She inhales deeply and just... How are you feeling?
Better. Much better, actually. Still I will say, anxiety-wise, it's gone. And I do appreciate you doing that. Don't know. Well,
You're wondering how I did that.
A little bit. But I do have ideas, because I do know, like, everyone's, when it comes to planeswalkers, are different. Hence, my blood abilities, your abilities with sensing emotions. Everyone here has something that makes them them. Sorry, my head's just, it's rattled from what I saw.
Let's just say for convenience sake that I can more so consume strong emotions. Feeding like a
Emotional vampire.
I would say vampire.
Yes, I believe that's a term for it.
Anyway, like, obviously I'm not calling you that, but that's the best way, like, from where I've come from. That's the best way to sum it up, in my opinion.
We can talk more about it later. For right
That's
now,
fine.
let's do this thing we were supposed to do. The meeting and
Indeed.
plan. So, before we get to the final planning stage, I would ask everyone to roll a d20.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Just a d20, or just nothing special?
Straight d20.
Cool. Well, fuck.
Here
Oh,
comes
boy.
a 1.
Hey,
All right.
Damn, I did not. I just rolled poor. So we got a 5 from me, a 12 from Farah, a 13 from Seren, and a 17 from Calden.
So, Calden, I would like to ask you. Choose your NPC.
Wait, what?
Oh! Oh my god, she's a Dampierre. You were like, I'm not calling you a vampire, but I am a vampire.
What are the odds?
Fuck. I don't, because I already know that Farah wants Delian, so I'm not going to take that from her. It's Sypha.
All right. Seren, choose between Delian, Jali, and Giuk.
I'm trying to, Calden, Will thought I should take the person who compliments me the best, and it's a bard.
Ah, that's a pun.
I just want to make sure that I'm not taking the one that someone wants. Who definitely wanted what?
I know Shannon wants to partner up with Delian. They want to be private. They want to be PIIs,
Oh,
private
okay, good.
investigators.
Okay.
duh,
Pass the sneak attack blunt.
duh.
Any take whoever you like. Obviously, Jolly or Giuk. I don't.
I
care.
honestly love the
will-
idea of Giuk turning into a giant and Merrick turning into a wolf at the same time, and he's just like, "Well, if I'm not gonna make it, toss me."
Woo!
Yeah, I kind of want to do Jolly. It's been a while since I played a monk, and I really want to have fun. So I'm gonna do
Alright,
Jolly.
then.
All right.
I know. I keep saying next weekend, Shannon. I'm sorry.
Nani?
Don't worry
Don't
about
worry
it.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's put it this way. Speaking of blunts,
Farah, choose between Gyuk and Delian
Do you have to even ask?
Delian.
for formality.
Yep, and then I get Gyuk.
But that makes sense for y'all.
I mean, I played a rogue. I played a barbarian. Well, not played a barbarian yet. I have played a fighter. I have played a paladin. I was never going to pick Sypha. I refused to play a bard, even if it's an NPC.
All right. So for the remainder of this arc, this is the NPC that you will control for combat and otherwise.
oh,
You'll find
okay.
their character
Ooh.
sheet under allies.
Cool.
Feel free to read it, but try not to take too long.
Wait, give me like.
I did notice that Sypha's actually gone through a change as well.
Oh.
Yeah, because her model shows her like holding emotions in between her two hands. Her Planeswalker card you revealed to us. So,
Yeah.
I thought I didn't open the right character sheet, but I did. The funny part is, Calden currently has 39 hit points remaining, and she has 39 hit points.
Oof.
So I thought I was looking at the wrong character sheet.
Dagger.
Oh my god, why with her AC?
This is going to be fun. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I'm glad I took her. She's got healing.
She has. You'll notice that her spells are all verbal based.
Ego strike.
On her personality trait,
Ooh.
she says, I often get lost in my own thoughts in contemplation and become oblivious to my surroundings. And I'm like, oh, we got
boy.
someone who's lost in the clouds and then someone who sees all.
Let me look at these motherfucking spells. All right. A lot of these make sense, and I'm really glad I picked the healer to be with me.
Speaking of which, I need to choose my spells for the day.
Alrighty. So we got a full rest, correct?
You did.
God.
Oh boy.
Alrighty.
Oof.
Not enough, huh?
And this is War Day, right?
Oh, that's right. He does that.
Oh yeah, I just
does that?
realized. I realized the person you did not let us pick though. Thought that was interesting.
I did survey. He was no one's favorite. No one's absolute favorite.
I didn't even get a chance to freaking vote. I didn't even know you did one. Regardless.
Regardless.
All right, then.
So we can leave the rest of the reading for after the session, but I think
Yeah.
for now,
Style, get
You
big,
will
get
meet-
reckless.
in the middle of this sort of stone circle, where the fire has then ebbed out over last night.
Did you move us? Because the screen has not changed. Just want to make sure.
There we go.
Lovely scrubland artwork.
I don't see anything. It's black for me.
Ugh, daylight. Gotta love it.
I own that card.
Did not mean to click that, sorry. I'm moving around my spells. I'm looking for traps in the middle of a camp.
So as you all meet, Sypha's the first one to speak up, and she says, "So what we are waiting for? Y'all had plans, didn't you, for taking down this giant walking castle, didn't you?"
We need some information first.
There is something I am extremely concerned about, actually.
Delian speaks up. "Yes, we do have the whole matter of how the hell do we stop a moving castle, let alone get in."
So then, what did you want? What did you want to see?
You guys called this a city. Cities contain people.
The more apt term, Kefkin interrupts, is more like a fortress or a castle.
Is there anyone living besides Chadwick, I believe is what Seren is asking. That's actually something I want to know as well.
They seemed to also be keen on capturing and or killing ones like Wind on Sands. Or is it possible that there are prisoners and people who are being kept within the castle itself as hostage?
Jali nods. Then we must execute great caution when we enter this fortress. Temperance will guide our way.
That means that the plan that was of earlier of just blowing the legs, that will kill everybody inside, even the ones who don't deserve it. I think it may be smarter to take it down from the inside out. Perhaps stop the cities moving from something on the inside.
The problem is we have no way up there to begin with.
I might have a solution. You see, Chadwick employs many drones, as it were, when collecting resources from the nearby area around the fortress. And they seem to emit this sort of signal. I can't quite place exactly what it does, but the castle seems to open up some sort of access point for their own drones. If we were... Delian kind of follows up. If we were able to capture one of these things, then maybe we'd be able to get a free ticket inside. No blowing up, no danger to civilians. I like it.
Does come down to the problem of we'd have one shot to get all 9 of us in there. We miss that. There's gonna be people left behind.
Well, then we just have to be sure we don't leave anyone behind.
Easier said than done.
We're not the kinds of people to leave things to chance.
I'm sure there are plenty of skills that we can employ to be sure that others are more compact. I can make myself extremely compact. That way it's one less body. I would have no issues, honestly, getting in whatsoever.
Georg pounds on the table. But first, we gotta break one of these things, right?
I don't know. None of us are technically inclined in order to be able to replicate the symbol ourselves. Plus, doesn't that mean that the drone could just set off a different signal, let us in, and then capture us? Then what good are we?
You do bring up a good point, Colden. He'll be expecting us if he sees one of the drones missing.
It's a giant fortress. It's a walking colossus. If we can manage to get there, we have enough magic among us. We can help each other get up and inside or around, or perhaps some kind of invisibilities.
Maybe we don't even need to bring it with us. I might be able to reproduce the resonance if I can get a good ear for it.
Do have one thing. I asked Jolly and Kefkin, has anyone ever come back out of that place?
Jali kind of looks down and Kefkin nods. Only machines. It's only been machines this whole time. So, if people are in there, they haven't left.
Was there anything odd about Brandon Mark II or Mark III, the robot we fought alongside the Chadwick robot?
No, not that you noticed.
Did it have living parts by any chance?
It was all mechanical.
Okay.
And so was the Chad bot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that asshole. I saw freaking shrapnel wounds. I want to.
Because
I want to freaking wreck him.
Calden would express that like, as much as he wants to believe that people are alive in there, that we can free them, realistically, he's kept none of them alive. Remember, he wasn't even planning on capturing Winds on Sands. He was shooting to kill. Which means anybody brought into that city is realistically dead.
Cypher, like, stands up a little bit.
It's not guaranteed.
We can't not
and
take that chance.
Who says that? I'm sorry.
Cypher. We have to try.
I have an idea. It actually could do us some good. He looks at Kefkin. I'm sorry. He looks at Delian, Cypher, Farah, and Seren. If the four of you could ride out, Seren could use her magic and abilities to transform into something that can fly. She can get an overview of the city. And Cypher, with her abilities, would be able to pick up any extra emotions. Automatons aren't going to be able to feel anything. She either picks up one, which is Chadwick, or multiple, which are people. If we can confirm there's people in there, then we have to think of another way to bring it down. But if she can confirm it's just Chadwick, we have no reason to not blow this thing sky high. Plus, if we can stop it from...
I'm not sure if I could reach.
Danny, you're not talking.
The Stone City is absolutely massive. There's no guarantee that her abilities will be able to penetrate deep enough into it.
I mean, once I'm inside, it's a different story, but we'd have to be inside.
Seren, how big of an animal can you summon?
Nothing big enough to take on a Colossus.
I
If
mean,
we
could
have
it
to do
carry a
this-
person?
Well, yes, of course.
Could you get
That's why
Scythe?
That's what I'm saying. If we can, I can easily get us inside in general. And besides, if we also blow up the colossal building, there's no guarantee that they don't have a way of escaping and get away and still be able to ruin these people's lives.
And the answer is simple. We split into 2 teams, and one team focuses on getting inside the tower. One team focuses on getting people out.
That could work. Don't know
Some
why
of
it
us
was
go after
British
Chadwick,
then.
some of us go after the prisoners, if there are any left. If not, well then, Chadwick's got a bit of a surprise waiting for him when 9 of us roll up.
Calden says, then I propose the 2 teams be this, if this is alright with the group. Seren, Farah, Cypher, and Delian attempt to sneak in and free prisoners, while Merrick, myself, Giak, and Jali bring the noise and distract everyone.
I do like that.
I will say, causing noise right off the bat may not be great for...
I mean, once we're inside.
I feel like we should maybe perhaps instead have a signal for if something is about to go wrong, or if we feel like we may be under threat of being discovered. We can signal you to start something outside. I fear that if we start off with a racket while we get inside, it will make them more alert, because then they know our goal is to get inside.
That's why we make big enough of a noise that they can't stay on alert. They have to come. They've got protocols, don't they?
But they also have armies within a giant colossal castle. They have more than enough of people to come out here and just slaughter everyone, while still having others in the inside.
I look at Merrick. We can survive a few robots, right? And Calden
Merrick
holds
is-
out his
he just
fist for a
smirks.
fist bump.
Oh god, yeah, America's like
Yeah, like, and he looks at Giak. Yeah, right?
Right behind you.
The other thing he would do is, then we do this. This is the other thing we can do. The 4 of you are not only on getting prisoners out, you're also on disabling. The 5 of us will hold our ground, draw some noise, and draw attention away from the main places. You search for prisoners, and you disable anything that's producing machines. And he's like, that means you get the grenades. I think the team should stick as it is. Granted, and he looks at Cypher And he looks at Seren and he says, "We could probably use a healer."
I feel like
I'm going with you.
Yes, I feel like I'd be much more better. I'm more useful going on the inside with my abilities of turning into things and general magics, and they need a healer on the inside too who can be discreet.
And with that many people suffering, I need to be on the team that finds them.
All right. So then, does that mean you want to go with us?
No, she wants to go find prisoners, is what I'm understanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
And
need to
Sypha
go
saying
find
the
the
same
villagers
thing.
because I'm also the one who can fly.
Calden looks at Jolly and he says, "Is there anyone around here who can make potions?
Unfortunately,
Alchemic things."
well, yes, I did suppose so, but the land is so dry, there isn't no primary ingredients for such things.
What do you need?
Nothing that grows here.
Can
Perhaps
Calden...
Seren could accompany us to siege Chadwick.
Okay, like, my only concern is, like, above board. My only concern is that if we make a bunch of noise, it's going to alert people just in general that we're here. When they're going to alert people that something is happening, so they're going to be on high alert everywhere, not just outside their borders, because they're smart. And they have a whole, like, fortress of an army of people, so just a little, even like a big ruckus out there, it's going to make them high alert everywhere. I feel like it's going to make it harder for people sneaking on the inside to find their things, because we're going to be on a time crunch, and also people are going to be on high alert, versus if they're lazy and it's just like every other day, we can get farther until we need the extra distraction help, in which we can fire off a signal.
The only problem is we are not stealthy at all, which means we either need to be inside the city and hide somewhere, which is probably not possible.
That's my assumption, was that you guys were all outside the city.
We would never be able to make it on. Wait, remember, to get in, we'd either have to all get in at once, or we disable the city and then we can go in as we choose. Because then the way that these teams are broken up, we would need somebody who can get us inside. I agree that they're going to be...
I wish there was a way we could, like, lay out the city first before causing a lot of ruckus.
That
we're
was
running in blind.
That was what I was trying to do. I was trying to get the stealth team to go view the city to the best of their abilities and see if there is even people in there. If you could summon a creature that would be able to take Sypha into the air to get her close enough to the city where she can detect feelings, because she's going to be able to feel suffering. Which means...
but I have to get her pretty deep into the city for her to feel that, I think.
Calden would ask Sypha how close she has to be in order to detect feelings.
Because that's what it made it seem like, that she might not be able to sense it from above, because the city, it's a whole fortress, so it gets really deep.
About 30 feet.
Yeah, she has to be really close. Like, we have to infiltrate and be as quiet as we can until we need to be discovered. Which means we need to find a way to keep you
So here's the problem.
Stealthy.
Here's the problem. And so here's counterpoint for two teams in at the same time, one making noise, one stealthing around. You guys are stealthing around. You guys have enough firepower between the four of you that if you do get caught in a fight, you'd be able to end it fairly quickly. The five of us are making noise because here's the thing. If you guys screw up a single roll, you have an entire army bearing down on you. Where if you screw up a single roll, you may only have a quarter of an army bearing down on you, and you can escape that.
I think that's why I specifically wanted a signal, because that way we can let you know if we feel like we're about to be discovered. That way you guys could set off something that would just pull the attention. Because two groups in the city is a smart idea. I really like that, and I agree with that and stuff. I just wish there's a way we could keep it more on the down low until we need to make a distraction, you know?
The only...
So here's the problem. We are only going based off assumptions. Like, as we realize it, Chadwick is very prideful. He is very, what's the, he's snobbish, 100%.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Didn't he straight up bring up, like, racial genocide?
Yes.
Yeah, he would not leave prisoners. He'd killed every one of them.
Unless they're like slaves or some shit. Like, we pretty much got confirmation that they have been taking them into the castle, and then there's no guarantee. Out of character, Seren would not want to blow up the city with that chance.
We're not blowing up the city. We're just blowing up the legs so the city can't leave.
If you break up the city, if you break up the legs, won't the whole city like fall and crash?
Unless we break them up in specific ways.
We'd have to time it quite nicely.
Exactly. And we have somebody who can keep psychic communication for literally miles.
As long as the possibility, as long as whatever we do doesn't have the possibility of killing prisoners by crashing the city, then fine. That's the only thing she's worried about.
I am totally fine with going in quietly. I really am. The problem is there are so many variables. One screw up and the team that's inside literally just dies. Mm-hmm. Because we will not be able to get in fast enough and find you guys quick enough to get to you and support you.
That's why, no, this is under now the assumption that everyone's already inside, which is why it's more like, should we find a space for you guys to be able to be hidden?
Even then, we run the problem of us being found anyway. Because we do have a little hobgoblin who likes to fire off at the end of a stick.
Yeah. Yook is he's a wild card, and he is a very explosive wild card.
He's very useful, don't get me wrong.
Oh, absolutely. But he's a hindrance, unfortunately, too. Yeah, so the main issue is like, if we go any which way, there are going to be variables which we cannot account for. I, for one, and Merrick even thinking about this, especially with the first encounter of Chadwick, because it was a robot Chadwick that we encountered, he had an automaton attending with him. There was no other human. There was nothing else. That whole dungeon, or that puzzles and everything we dealt with in that first dungeon, no humans, no human, like nothing, like showing any human presence whatsoever. Chadwick is a person who thinks he's all high and mighty. He's a king. He is someone sent from God, so to say, in that regard.
Devil's advocate for that, because I know what Seren's coming from, which is somebody's got to be building them unless he's self-automating them.
And I think that's what it is.
That's the problem Calden's at. Is Calden's like, yes, he could be running slaves. These could just be things building themselves, though. He doesn't know, and he is with Seren on the complete fact that he would love to just be able to confirm it. If there's people, we don't want to blow up the legs because we run the risk of hurting people, and God forbid that would happen. There is a way to bring it down safely, though. There has to be.
Well, yeah, so, and think of it in a way of physics.
Oh, one second, Ryan, because Danny was talking. She was just on the push to talk.
Wait, okay, so, well, we have the science guy with us, with Skylers. Do you think that they'd be able to figure out? We should probably ask them.
Delian did say you might be able to reproduce the signal with sonomancy.
Right, so like, that's the one way we can try and get on.
Yes, but does the city stop moving for that, or does it?
Jolly did confirm.
The city stops moving for that. It does
stop for signals. The only matter is finding out what the signal might be.
Which means we should take some of those drones.
If we can.
If there's some whole gathering drones, we've fought much.
Okay, devil's advocate on that. He might know when one of those things goes down. The Chadwick bot had a speaker, and he talked to us and taunted us and then set it off. Which means he may know if a drone goes down.
To be fair, he already knows we're coming. Ever since you escaped. If he's any level of prepared, it's fully.
So then if that's the case that you're worried about, we should fly into the city.
That's the only problem with that is that's one at a time. Not everybody here can fly, and it literally would be all the work on you.
I can probably. Let me see.
How high off the ground is it? The city?
It's hard to say. None of you have seen it at like a good distance. Might be 10 feet to the nearest doorway. Might be 30.
I mean, those
Well-
are both distances I like.
Could we
Yeah.
ask advice from Jolly to see what
Or Kefkin.
she thinks the plan of attack should be, instead of trying to fight over it?
I do like that we split into 2 teams. How about if we have the power of flight on our side? Perhaps half of our alliance were to use the drone, get the building to stop, and while that is occurring, the rest of the team flies in and makes their entrance. One through the straightforward way, one through the unexpected way. Chadwick would never expect the war on 2 fronts. He doesn't know all 9 of us are coming.
Yeah.
He's only expecting you 4 and perhaps me.
Yeah. Flying
If that's the
Crimson
case, I have to
doesn't
be on
seem-
door team, Delian
Mhm.
says.
So, then what is it then?
Or Calden looks at Merrick, Farah, and Seren and says, or the 4 of us knock on the door. The 5 of them slip in.
It could work.
If he knows we're coming, then we're the best distraction.
I'll just be waiting to invite you inside to kill you.
That's what you guys, and that's it. We will have all eyes on the 4 of us.
You know, I do like that a lot. If there's one thing I've seemed to glean from him, is that nothing is more distracting than his own ego.
This is going to be great because Jasper wants to set up 2 battles, but it's literally going to be the 4 of us controlling ourselves and then the 4 of us controlling NPCs.
Listen, I was like all for like the all right, here and here and here and here and here and here, and you mix and match, but like this works way better mentally.
You know what this means? That means we'll just do 2 separate fights. We'll do our big fight, and then we'll have a mini episode of just them sneaking in, and we'll just have like, we'll name it the Pink Panthers, and it'll just be na-na, na-na,
Wait, copyright.
So like I think Calden and Seren look at each other and we go, I think we can agree on that one actually.
She puts out her hand.
So then the team and the plan works like this. The 4 of us go to the door. We stop the city from moving by basically letting ourselves get captured. Chadwick will want to play some games. He'll have all eyes on us. While the 4 of us are creating a distraction, the 5 of you slip in. Any way you so choose. And
I do actually have one request. I point to the goblin. I request he stays with us. Because he should not be sneaking inside.
I can be sneaky.
actually, I would
You
like
wanted
there.
to blow up. You wanted to blow up some bots.
Yeah, and if we get caught, that's what I'm for.
That's actually literally what I was about to say.
If we do a mini episode, whoever is controlling him
It's
is
it
going to
Ryan.
kill us in the mini episode. Ryan's gonna kill us.
So
in
you
the
know that
mini
one scene from
episode?
Guardians of the Galaxy where like they all like get caught by all like the guys and then Groot just kind of like "Ugh!"
Yeah, that's gonna be him.
It's exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh fuck.
We're gonna be walking through the city and we're just gonna see him grow and just keep walking, just going, ignore that, it didn't happen, it didn't happen, it didn't fucking happen! So, yeah, Calden's okay with this plan.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm down
think-
for this.
I think this is going to be the way, either
yeah,
way with this
baby.
plan that because we're not going to sell on anything else. I think. Sorry.
So,
Yeah,
that person.
yeah, because I was worried about his attention split between a billion people, but if he's like solely focused on us and his ego
Oh,
is
he-
there, like this is good. This is good. They can sneak in and do their thing.
He
So-
is going to be. He wants us because like we are the.
all eyes
prey
on
that
me
got
and it's a little
away.
ring just like it.
Like literally, we are the prey that got away. We slipped through his fingers, and with the way he acts and how prideful he is, that is an insult to him. It's like, you got away, you're not getting away again. Like that's what I like. That's how I feel like his pride is. Like, oh, my prey got away from me. Okay, time to kill him hard this time.
I will
My
say
time.
this. After you guys get any prisoners out, if you can confirm there are any, there should be a central tower that has Chadwick, correct?
If it's
We
like a
would
cast,
assume he would
probably.
want to sit at the top.
Meet you there if we can.
Go team. Calden looks at the three of you and he just goes, like it's fate.
For sure.
So would anyone like to do anything before you all shove off to the wastes?
I'm good. I got nothing.
Are
Okay,
we
good.
attuned to those magic items?
Yes.
Woo! Would there be any way I could see if anyone had some pearls?
Unfortunately, nothing that's worth 100 GP.
Fuck. We're gonna go
So-
to an underwater plane next, y'all. Actually, this is my magic from my like culture, I probably have some clams in my own damn ocean. I'm ready.
Who knows? So, the 9 of you shove off, leaving the town behind to walk towards the fortress on the horizon. It takes quite a bit to get there, and you walk through what seems to be an endless mire of swamps and dead forestry,
And Bajuka Bogs?
and maybe Bujuka bogs. Scrublands, wastelands. No wastes, though. God, could you imagine?
No basics. No basic
It's-
bitches here.
There's no colored mana here.
Is there really not?
Not a lot. Usually, like, you get, like, a vibe with each plane. You can, like, kind of sort of feel the earth. But this one, it just...
It's just like nothing. It's just
Do we?
barren.
Because I gotta imagine people who have at least the color that would be most associated with at least feel something, which I assume would be green.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
All right. So we approach the city.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a scenery change for us?
You make your way past there, and as you, draw close within, say, a couple of miles at this point, you're sort of rummaging. More of like a crunching and a smashing.
At the city?
No, a little bit out ways from the city. Over the next ridge lies the city. This is...
Sorry. Fucking assholes with the fireworks.
Oof.
Cutting that part.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Hearing based.
All right.
Get advantage on this bitch. Come on, need to go one.
Mm.
Wait, what are we rolling? I'm sorry, I'm chasing
Perception.
my spells.
Perception, I specifically am listening because I get advantage. Heightened senses, baby.
So...
Fucking love it.
I'll wait for everyone to roll.
God damn it, why'd you have to one up me? What the fuck?
She 7-upped me.
If you had to
Fanny,
roll
roll.
for your
Farrah?
NPCs, too.
What am I rolling? I'm sorry.
Perception checks.
Perception.
Oh my god, wait, is that what you're gonna be doing? You're just gonna be keeping track by us randomly rolling for things our NPCs are doing?
That
we should be
is
do
what
that.
I'm
That'd be
good
so
at.
anxiety inducing. It'd be so fun.
Okay.
No! Cypher!
Yeet.
I got a 20.
Oh, my rolls are just going to Jasper for Cypher. That's great.
Ooh, you set those to from whisper to not whisper up top.
Got it.
Oh wait, does Delian have the roll?
If he wants to.
Oh my god, me and Jolly got the same 25.
Yikes.
Wait, how do I do the not whisper to
Yeah, how do
GM?
I
It should be
do
right
it?
above
right
perception.
next to, right
Inspiration.
underneath the name.
Wait, what?
Top left, right above inspiration.
Ah,
Oh,
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't see that.
Same.
By the way, rolled a 3. In that 1 plus
Wait,
2.
You said perception, right?
Yes.
Watch this roll.
He rolled a 2!
He rolled a
Fucking
2!
Hell, he has a 13
It's okay. It's
modifier.
okay.
He's
It's
got-
okay. It's okay. At least one of us on each team got a 25. It's fine.
So those of you who rolled above a 12 or 12 and higher.
Got it. So everybody but Sypha. Oh, Kefkin did it.
Captain.
Kevin's got like, I gotta climb? Shit.
He's
Kefkin
focused.
looking at his new peg leg. Like,
So most of you can see over the ridge this sort of what seems to be a hauler of sorts. It seems to be this large mechanical creature, and he seems to be like just grabbing some sort of material from this lake nearby. The lake is, of course, pitch black and completely undrinkable. But
What does he
this
seem
machine
to be
seems-
pulling out?
It seems to be like these thick masks of what seems to be maybe like clay or materials, and he seems to be like hauling them into this sort of cauldron or backpack he's got on his apparatus.
Do we take it down?
we must.
You know my answer.
Seren, by the way, looks horrified. She's literally never seen like she's never seen industrialization like this before, and it's horrifying to her.
This thing also seems to be shooting out a large plume of black smoke into the sky.
Calden draws his pretty new blade.
So we're doing this?
Ooh. Calden asks Sypha. Can you feel any emotions from that thing?
I'm gonna need to get closer.
When we get within 30 feet of it, I ask if she can feel emotions from it.
Arrange yourselves as you'd like.
Ah, shit.
Uh-oh.
That thing is fucking big.
Why the hell does she have an aura?
Her
Oh.
mantle of zeal.
Fuck.
Actually, Calden's good being in the front.
Go for you, like, right up there when he's like...
The only thing I'd like to do is I'd like to summon my Echo out 30 feet.
No, he won't be next.
Jasper, could you measure 30 feet for me?
Right here.
He goes, I apologize, folks. I'm going to be going fast. Gotta go fast.
Speedy, go fast, fast.
Speed to go fast. Especially because Calden's got
I
that.
cannot wait to get to it. I can't remember what level it is for Blood Hunter though, but I do actually get a boosted speed.
I believe it's 7th. You're in your wolf form, right?
Yep.
I believe it's 7th. Anywho, Jasper, are you ready for us to roll initiative?
Sure, the thing sees the echo and it seems to pause this scooping motion. And then it seems to jut up and then turn towards all of you. It makes a sort of loud blaring noise like a Glaxion. And I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative.
Hey, Dylan, do you get the noise you need there? So, Merrick first.
All right, Sypha.
Where's my initiative?
Oh,
There it
hold
is.
on. I need to click my token.
Oh, I did not click the token for Sypha.
Oh, you dick. That was a 19.
Sypha has
You.
a passive ability.
Oh? Is there something I did not?
Mantle of Zeal. Whenever allies within 10 feet of Sypha roll initiative, they may add her proficiency modifier to the rolled amount.
Oh, hello.
Does that
What's her
include
modifier?
her?
That does not include her.
So what's...
Hey kids, you want to see a test in action economy?
Huh. What is that? Ooh, baby! Yeah.
So Calden's got a grand total of a 14.
What is Sypha's modifier? So I can
+3.
+3.
So okay, so Merrick then gets a 9, and Gil gets a 16.
Sypha gets a 5.
Delian got a 15. Farah got an 18.
Which means grand total, Farah actually got a 21 and Delian got an 18.
God damn
Oh no, that's not what this thing is called, right?
Cadaver collector?
Oh no.
Something we don't know. Do you know?
Cadavers, like it's collecting dead bodies. Oh, metagaming. Sorry.
The cadaver, the act name is not accurate. I forgot to change the label.
Okay, thank God.
We're missing one.
Let's see. We got Merrick. We have Calden, Kefkin. We got 2 Merricks for some reason. So Merrick, Yuk, Kefkin, Calden, Delian, Farah, Sarent. We're missing Jali. We're missing Jali.
Sorry, guys. She rolled 7.
Calden, Merrick, Kefkin, Jali, Yuk, Delian, Farah, Sarent. Should we 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
She has 56 hit points.
We're missing
I have
one.
39.
We're missing Sypha.
Cypher rolled a...
5.
She didn't eat her cereal this morning. Seren, you have the first move against this thing.
So Ren is like horrified and angry and looking
and-
around and seeing
and-
what the fuck.
Hang on. Bill, you're not talking. Not talking.
Gosh darn it. Cypher was out of 5. Calden should be out of 14.
What? Oh, right. You rolled. You the initiative. You get the bonus.
I rolled with I clicked advantage on my paper, clicked roll initiative. It did not roll with advantage. I just gonna have to roll initiative
Yeah,
twice.
Weird.
Yeah, initiative does not roll for
So
advantage. For some
I
reason.
rolled an 11. I should have a 14 total with Cypher's bonus.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Seren is horrified and angry and upset at this thing. She's gonna fucking run her ass all the way. She's making her way downtown.
Making her way.
Walking fast, kicking ass.
Merrick just sees Seren like charge for like, what in the hell got to her?
And she's she's mad. She's going to don her her story form.
Which one?
Okay.
She's gonna do her archer form, and can I fire guiding bolt as a bonus action?
You enter story form as a bonus action, and you can use that as an action.
I can. Cool. I'm going to use my free guiding bolt, and I'm going to just like rear back a large arrow that was a large bow that was once my staff and formed into a bow, and just like fire.
Wait, do you mean your star beam? Or do you mean guiding bolt specifically?
Guiding bolt.
Ah, I see.
I imagine that she's.
Oh, wait. Wild shape is an action.
A wild shape is an action? Okay, is guiding
But the
bolt...
star beam is not, I don't believe.
what about guiding bolt? Is it a bonus action or is it an action?
It's an
Oh,
action.
no, wait, starry form is a bonus action. Nope, go ahead, never mind.
Oh.
Okay. I'm
Starry
lying.
form is a bonus action. Wild shape is not. What? Roll away.
Roll that guiding bolt.
So anyway, I just sort of
An
blast.
18 hits. The entire thing glows with a sort of purpley starlight. Roll damage. Big and meaty.
10 damage. And now it's glowing, and now people get advantage when they hit it.
Farah, you're up.
Well, the next
Ew.
person who hits it gets advantage, and this is the best person to get the advantage for
Farah,
it.
you will have sneak attack because you have advantage.
Go throw
Can I
your
move
knife
up?
at it.
Can I move up?
Yeah,
Certainly.
absolutely, always.
I'll just like move up here, I guess.
How far
Okay,
can
you
throw
can move
your-
up one more square.
Oh.
Yeah, but say, how far can you throw your dagger?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Damn!
She's got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
you
got it.
Yeah, I know.
Farrah can just go, yeet!
Yay!
Hold up, hold up, hold up.
Ah,
When she fires the scorching rays, doesn't she do that as a single attack roll?
It's a spell attack, therefore it does not sneak attack.
yeah.
Fair.
Why would
mean,
you
it's
be
still-
able to sneak attack a spell?
That's crazy.
It would still hold up. It would still be 6d6 of damage.
I mean, yeah, but just roll 3 times instead of once.
Oh, is it 3
And-
times? Okay.
It's 3 beams of 2d6.
Yep.
Throw that dagger.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
25 will hit. Would you like to roll with advantage?
See
You
if
do
you
get
get a
advantage
Save
nat
your crit.
20.
because of
Yeah.
guiding bolt.
Yeah, always see if you
Wait,
get.
where do I click that? What?
Just
Just
roll
roll
again.
Roll again.
Just like click the soul knife thing.
Yeah, just roll.
again?
Yeah, just roll another d20. See if you get it.
Nope. Okay.
Nope, you still
Yep,
hit
you're
that.
good. No, we always want to try to roll with advantage just because, like, you see if you can get it.
17.
Nice.
We're gonna
Rogue, dude, Rogues with that sneak attack damage. You saw what Avelios did in Descent into Avernus.
With advantage?
Well,
The second one will not have advantage. Only the
Oh,
next
only the
attack.
first one? I thought everyone got
Yeah.
advantage.
No,
because
guiding
it
bolt
was-
is the
Lord.
next
Well,
attack.
does not
You're
hit.
thinking
Oh.
fairy fire.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
That's okay.
She still
Nice,
did a
but still.
ton of damage.
It's all good. It's all good. That was a really good
thing
damn
has
on.
already, yeah, that thing has already taken 27 points of damage in just two attacks.
Looks pretty beefy.
Delian's up.
Oh no. What's he gonna do? Jan, that's you.
Fuck, I know. I was like, wait.
It's also you!
If
It's you.
if-
and then you again.
if Delian wants to hold, Calden's going to be in combat with it next at his turn.
Delian's got
Um,
some things he can do at range. I don't know, man.
I could give
there's
him-
not much-
I could give him
yeah.
sneak attack.
There's not much that he can do.
He can
at
give
range,
himself
'cause-
sneak attack.
Can he? That's dope.
Oh, that's deadly.
That's dope.
Wait, what?
Delian can give himself sneak attack, like
Oh,
on his
Insightful
great.
fighting.
Nice. I love it.
Oh,
I
he's a
can do,
mastermind.
No, he's a sonomancy.
He's
Well-
based on the Inquisitive.
The Inquisitor.
Okay. I can do the spell Hot Shot.
That's a
Right?
spell? I thought that was just an action for him.
It's a magical ability he has at range.
Oh,
You fire a dart
interesting.
of light at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 force damage. The spell's damage increases by 1d10 when you reach 5th level, 11th level, and 17th.
He's got a cantrip.
So is it? I mean, I could do that if I don't want to like get up and close and personal with him yet.
This is your NPC. This is all on you.
I know. And then like the other ones would have to be like up and close because that's the singing staff and then the deck. Is what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, those are melee abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, we'll just we'll like move up next to Farah, I guess. And we'll do the hot shot spell.
Alright, roll to attack. Calden's on deck.
Mm-hmm.
A 12 will not hit.
Oh.
Would you like to use your bonus action to do anything?
Can I
Can I
cast it again
fire
as a
another hot
bonus
shot?
action? Can I fire another hot shot as a bonus action?
Unfortunately not, but you can use insightful fighting.
What is that?
40 speed, seriously?
We'll do.
Actually,
yeah,
question.
What's insightful fighting? What?
He's within 30 feet of me, right?
Yeah.
Can I,
Oh, a
as
wisdom
a
insight check.
reaction,
Yeah, we'll
use
do
my
that.
wheel?
So yeah, we'll do a insight check on him as a bonus action.
I have to resist with a deception?
Okay.
Yes.
I've rolled.
You can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's charisma check.
Charisma
If you
deception check.
If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack. against
So
the target.
you're gonna
You
roll
don't have it.
insight. Roll his insight skill.
Yeah,
Jasper has already
I
rolled the
figured.
deception.
And Seren did ask a question.
What was the question?
My question was that, because he attacked with a 12, right?
That's 25.
Could I have used, because I was trying to ask, can I use my my wheel on him?
Perhaps.
Is it a reaction?
Yep, it's a reaction.
Oh, wow.
Then yeah, sure.
Yeah, he gets an extra, let me look. He gets an extra D6 to your roll to hit, I think. Wait, is that how it works? Let me see. I'm going to post it.
I was about to say, because I don't... Okay, whenever you finish a long rest, you can select your star map for omens. When you do so, roll a die until you finish your next long rest. Okay, you should have rolled this die as soon as you finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So you would just roll a die, any kind. So it could be a D20, D10, D6, D4, whatever. And then
you only
if
get
that
3 of
die,
these.
if that die is an even, you can use wheel. And if that die is odd, you can use woe.
Oh, shit. I'm going to do that right now. I'm sorry. So what do I roll?
Just roll a die, any die.
Pick a dice
Oh.
you want. Pick any whatever dice you can roll.
Oh, it just
D20.
you manage
Yeah,
evens,
and then
odds.
the effect, she's gonna roll a D6 for. So she got
Even.
14, so she got wheel. So whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, a saving throw or ability check, she can use your reaction and add the number rolled to the die. Yes, okay. So she can do exactly what she wants to do here, which is use her reaction and add up to D6 to that roll.
Okay.
So you guys roll a D6?
No,
Or
you do.
I? Okay, let me see.
You only have 2 more of these after this.
Okay.
So
hit.
he goes up to an 18 and hits.
Cool.
Roll damage.
Wait, who does?
So Delian.
Delian.
hits.
Delian now hits
Oh.
with his hot shot due to
I
Seren.
apologize. I was trying to figure out how this
Okay.
this works.
Unfortunately, does not have the sneak attack from insightful fighting.
That's okay.
That's 4.
4.
It's not
4
nothing.
Damage. It's I still would have done insightful fighting.
Right, yeah.
afterwards. I didn't realize that you could flip the 2.
Golden.
I'll do that for next time. Though I'll do the.
Echo moves up to there. It's 25 feet. I already measured. And I'm going to make 3 attack rolls against it because I'm going to burn Unleash Incarnation.
All right.
Oh, it
Weapon
lasts
of,
for 1 minute. Okay, so I can
weapon
do it
of
next time.
warning.
Or it will
Hiya! I did not mean to roll with advantage, but I did get a 20.
A 20 will hit.
Weapon of warning. Calden's a new man. No, he's not.
Plus.
So 6. And
6.
then 4.
10.
And then bonus action. Whoop. Whoop. Come on, big guy. What you gonna do?
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it's fun. And then
Ryuk is up next.
and then Echo goes bye-bye. Because it's more than 30 feet from me.
Oh, okay. So you got a minute of 45. Okay. 40. He doesn't. What? Who am I kidding? You know what Gyokson, he's charging. he's getting up here. He's like, he just sees the big. He's
Ryuk almost had the Tavern Brawler and fought with specifically rocks.
oh god.
So he was almost Tago.
Then Tago released, and I was like, damn it!
I mean, Tago's so fun. So that's his action. He charges up. Because he this little son of a bitch has 40 movement.
Unarmored
What?
movement.
Oh. So he's not exactly a goblin.
Wait,
then,
he
is
shouldn't have unarmored movement.
Yeah, he's wearing
full
plate.
Never mind.
He has unarmored defense.
Yeah, I don't believe he has the.
I mean, regardless, even if I had 30 speed, I charge, I get up to there, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, that's
You-
your action
you just-
bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be able to attack though.
No. But what do you think Gyok's gonna do? He's a
Yeah.
he's a barbarian. He's like, yep.
You have a bonus action.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with a bonus?
Would you
action?
like to rage?
Oh, duh.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, oh god, yeah. Whenever he enters a rage, he just yep.
Jolly,
Jesus
you're up.
Christ. Jesus Christ. So, Danny, you got
Yes.
Jolly. Let's do this. Become
I
a
should have
Dragon
been-
Ball Z character.
I should have been reading any of her things. Okay,
I forgot rage is a bonus action for barbarians. That's insane.
Right? By the way, I did build a balanced team here for you guys.
I can tell.
okay, so she has 50 fucking feet of movement, so she's
Monk.
going to run the fuck up
Monks.
there.
Yeah, no, monks are fast.
Okay. So she's gonna do that. Does Step of the Wind cost a key point? I think it does.
Yes.
So she's going to, and does using a key point, is that an action or can she just do that?
You can use it. It's just a thing that you use. Then you can use an action.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna use the key point to do Step of the Wind to get up around there.
Fair enough.
Holy shit. Sorry.
You have advantage.
Getting ginked on.
Instant transmission.
You just see her like sunbeam, just.
Is that something sun monks can do?
No, that's something monks can do.
Huh.
Why have I not
They're
thought
just
of that?
fast as fuck.
And I see that she has the burning. I see she has burning hands. But
Don't
is
do it.
that a spell or does that one of her key points as well?
I believe her feature uses it.
It's
Uses
key
a key
points. Yes. She has to spend 2 to use it, to cast it, and then for every point she spends above that, she casts the spell at quote unquote 1 level higher, and she can spend up to her level in key points.
Cool. I'm gonna save that for more important things. She's just gonna punch the shit out of this guy.
Here comes the flurry of blows.
Okay,
Punch.
so
Deuce it, deuce it.
so how many times do I get to hit with her? 3 times?
Twice. Well,
Twice?
yeah, 3 times because of martial arts.
Okay, cool. So
My
Jesus
lord.
14 will miss, unfortunately.
She's got advantage, my friend.
She does.
18.
And 18 will not miss.
so first one hits. Let me go ahead. Want me to do the damage first?
Yes.
Your choice.
Hit like a train. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so she does 8 points of damage, and then I'm gonna actually roll with advantage this time. I'm gonna do it again.
She's gonna make 3 attacks, all with advantage.
Natural.
Oh, that is a
20.
crit.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god. This robot
Let's
was
go!
this
so
robot
how
was
does
in the
natural
wrong.
20 unarmed dice do?
You just deal double dice.
So I just roll it twice?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, it'll
Uh,
roll it for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice. And she's gonna hit a 10 again.
Yep. Oh my god.
2 crits in a row. What are the odds? What are the odds?
I'm just like, this old lion bitch isn't really gonna do much, is she? Just comes in here and beats the shit out of a machine.
30,
you want some of this?
30.
Do you want some of what he's having? No.
And can I use another key point to do a stunning strike?
Sure.
You alright
This
there,
thing is already-
Farah?
This thing has already taken 61 points of damage.
What?
I said, are you alright there, Farah?
Yeah, I zoned out.
Okay. Yup, go ahead. Take that con saving throw.
What's the DC? I
gotta
succeeded.
pee.
Alright. And then, so,
8 more points of damage.
69 total so far.
Nice! Nice!
She does that. She does that
Yep.
and stands ready.
I thought she does the 1-inch punch to just like a crater in the thing. Jasper,
Kefkin-
Jasper.
Kefkin's going to walk up to Merrick and is going to, like, wave his hand as the winds swirl around you. He casts haste.
Oh no.
Merrick, go!
Go!
You have double movement speed.
Go, Merrick, go!
Merrick,
Is it
fetch.
is it wolf form or no? Because I only can use it once. per-
Yeah. Let's save it. Let's save it.
Yeah, you already have the 60-foot movement. You're gonna get advantage.
Yeah. All right, dual swords it is then. Yep. Get up here. Really quick, I do have to do this because this actually will affect my damage.
Oh, your hemocraft die.
Perfect. Only 2 points of damage. I'm okay with that. Right, a flame is active. Alright. In the words I'd like to always say, let's fuck some shit up.
All right, you have 3 attacks.
All with advantage. Oh,
19
so
hit.
close to a 20.
So close. Alright. I just like to roll all 3 just to get them out of the way.
That'll
Take your
miss.
pick. That'll miss.
You have a 3rd attack. Oh, dirty 20. 2 hits.
2 hits, I'll take it though. I'll take it.
Colton, you see as like Merrick just like you hear the wind and then you see Merrick.
And I just yell at
Yum, yum, yum.
Merrick. Time's my thing.
27 total points of damage. No, I'm sorry, 17. Adding that, I was adding math too much. I was going too quick in my head. 17 points of damage.
I looked at that and I went, the hell's he getting
Nice.
27 from?
Yeah, no, I was. My brain was moving too fast.
Anything else for your turn?
No, because the 3rd attack is my bonus action, so I am done.
Gotcha.
But I do have some fun reaction time.
Can somebody measure 30 feet for me for Sypha?
I need to look something up real quick for the blood.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna move here.
I took a new blood maledict.
And then does she have a ranged attack?
Let's see.
She does not. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna. How many spell slots does she have?
The usual amount.
Okay. She will cast one level 1 for a Dissonant Whispers.
All right.
That is a Wisdom saving throw.
Spell save DC.
15.
I failed.
Oh, good.
Oh,
That's what I
happens
want.
if you fail?
Sypha reaches inside this construct and she pulls something.
So give me 1 second.
Pushes in something else.
Okay, she did not hit, so she cannot use her ego strike, which is one of the most busted things I've ever seen.
Sypha, make an insight check.
An insight check. 17.
Ooh,
What was the 1?
that was almost a 1. No, I watched that virtual dice and I was like, "No."
It occurs to you, Sypha. Machines don't feel fear. What is this one?
Oh no, is this thing like a cyborg or something?
Oh, wait.
Tell me, robot. Do you
Is
feel
there a
fear?
person trapped inside this? Jolly suddenly feels very bad about her.
Wait
3
a
unarmed
minute.
strikes.
Oh no. I'm thinking it's
So wait, hold on. So they don't normally feel fear. So this thing is feeling fear.
Yes. She got that sense when she made the connection with the spell.
I don't like that idea.
Sypha would just say emotions. And then
Anything else for your turn, Sypha?
well, I have to roll the damage, unfortunately.
Let's do it.
Because now I feel very bad. Don't roll high. God damn it.
Oh lord.
Chkunk!
So let's see, 9 and add my 17. Jesus Christ.
So, what is the
Oh,
effect of
magic.
Dissonant Whispers exactly?
If it failed its save, it has to use its reaction to move as far away from her as possible.
5.
Actually moved into the water?
Calden wouldn't know. He would make an attack of opportunity.
Right? Roll an
I said
attack.
So
Yep.
would Merrick.
So would Geek.
So when
Uh-oh. Oh, his knife becomes a great knife because he raged.
Correct.
also with advantage, right? He's still
Yes.
Oh, well, alright, I'm just gonna roll again for Geok real quick. And see if... Nope, this one still hits though. And for Merrick, I already have managed picked.
Does a 16 hit?
Ooh,
A 16 will not hit.
Good.
unfortunately,
A
will not hit from...
Geek will.
Geok will, yes. Merrick will not.
So the thing tries to run up and Geek is like, no! Roll damage.
We all... Jesus.
He's the only one tall enough to reach.
Bloody hell. 13 damage. Okay.
So, yeah, its movement speed's reduced by 10 feet.
38.
And then as soon as it hits, it turns around. And I'm gonna roll a d4.
Oh, if this thing yells at us in like a voice, I'm gonna be so upset.
Merrick, you're getting swung.
Okay. Hang on, let me. If I may, I do have something new. So let
Oh,
me
wait
just
a
look
minute.
again.
I apologize that I rolled that weapon a warning. Calden would never have rolled an attack with allies within 5 feet of him. That's my bad. Good thing I didn't
Alright.
hit.
I'm gonna be fair about this because I have to do this now. Reaction. Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
Oh?
You already used your reaction.
No.
Yeah, you use your reaction to attack.
Bonus, yeah, but attack of opportunity. Shit. Alright, it's gonna hit me probably.
That no, and Jasper knows this. Normally, I would always use Interceptor, so I have no reason to.
Regardless, all right, come at me, bitch.
What did I miss?
Sypha felt this thing's feelings because it's apparently having feelings.
Uh-huh.
That's not great.
That's
That's
not
not
good.
a good thing.
And Jasper's camera froze, for me.
Yeah, first for me as well.
What are the feelings? Or is it happy, sad,
Fear.
angry?
Fear. It's afraid.
And she hit it with a Dissonant Whispers that rolls 3d6, and she rolled 15 damage.
Nice.
All right, Jasper, hit me.
All right.
Sypha would shout out, by the way, after her
Armor
Dissonant
class is
Whispers.
18.
Sypha would call out, "It's feeling fear."
26 to hit.
Nope, that hits. This got hurt.
Now
12
I will.
bludgeoning.
Now I will use my reaction
All right.
for Interceptor. Shave off. God, I keep forgetting if it's. Shave off 10.
All right. So 2.
Oh, okay.
Calden does this ever popular stands in front of half the blow.
It's going to swing again at
Shit.
Calden.
Oh shit!
23.
Yeah! That hits God.
7
Eh?
bludgeoning.
Okay.
That actually could have been worse.
Giyuk. 10.
10 to hit, or just 10 damage?
10 to hit.
Oh yeah, no.
That
Right,
wouldn't even hit
Seren.
Kara.
You mean Jolly?
Seren.
What?
Back to me.
Back to the top.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah, take it
I
to the top.
thought you said he was swinging at
It's been so
Seren.
long since I used my starbolt. They don't cause any like reaction. I mean, not reactions. Any spell slots or anything.
No. Your star arrows do not.
Oh my lord.
Cool. She's gonna start cocking some fucking fire arrows.
And neither does your guiding bolt. I believe that's part of one of your features.
Wait, she
Only
wait,
once.
Wait, I have a pretty high perception. Would I have heard? Sifa? Oh yeah, she's right next to me.
Oh yeah, she would have heard her.
Sypha calls it out to everyone. Oh no. Yep.
No, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
There's no prisoners on that thing.
Yeah, you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
When Calden realizes what just happened, he's gonna go from miffed to infuriated. Danny, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
What is the range? How big is 10 feet for Earth Tremor?
So
witted us.
Giyuk is 10 feet in
Perfect.
size.
Perfect. So if I did Earth Tremor right under the being, it would
Alright.
just get him.
You could
I
go,
believe so.
You could go like right here, like in this corner, and it would hit around here, or like it
She's
wouldn't.
going to hear that, and she's going to
Yeah, like,
be like, so there might be someone inside. We must do this non-lethally, and she's going to cast Earth Tremor to knock it over.
All right, what's the roll?
It's a Dex save.
World of disappointment.
What's the DC?
Let me roll it. Let's see, so I can show. Where's my?
I fail. Roll damage.
Two was enough to kill it.
I would laugh if that was the case.
Nope, sorry. Anything else for your turn, Seren?
She's going to call that out and start running over it. Perhaps there's someone trapped inside. We need to open it. Because she doesn't understand what the fuck's going on. But there's pertinence. There's a fear in it.
My camera
someone's
froze.
inside, might be being controlled. We need to get him out. So she's gonna start running over. Let me see.
Oh, come on. There we go.
There you go. I see your camera's being an asshole.
Yup. Ordered a new one. Calden would like to test that suspicion if possible.
How so?
Well, my
Psychically?
mind link does not cost an action. It only costs an action for me to talk to them. So
What's
I
the
try to.
requirements for Mind Link?
It just needs to be a creature within 10 feet of me equal to my level. So it's got to be a creature within 60 feet. I.e., if it's got a brain, I can link with it. And I try to.
You don't receive anything back.
Can Calden speak as a free action?
Sure.
He goes, it doesn't have a brain. There's no one inside. And then Calden becomes angry. Very angry.
Y'all are just gonna hate Innistrad when we get there. Because there's people that do this on the norm.
Seren is extremely confused.
Farah, it's your move.
Oh, right.
So
So this
Calden,
capsule is just like
he is using
Everyone has reason to believe that there's a people in there.
Calden knows that there's no one inside.
You
But
can go
we
give a fuck.
don't, do we? We just heard.
I didn't get anything back, meaning it's not a creature. It is a construct being used by human body parts. It's a cyborg, not a construct. He is using the prisoners as fuel for his machines.
We will find that out after the fight.
All right, I'll rephrase that. Calden believes that.
No, Bill, trust me. When I think you're on the right point because I was
Yeah,
thinking
no,
the
out
same
of
thing.
character, that might be right. But, oh my god, that makes no
Yeah.
sense. We gotta bust it open.
I guess I want to move up.
Oh shit! Yuke has a +2 to rage damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh well, I didn't check that off. That was
Is that what? Can I move up
that
here?
was my mistake. For real.
You were
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
you were
there.
right next to Sypha, right?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. When she knocked down the creature, she would have called for
How much
Gayuk
do I have?
to rip
30?
its chest open.
Oh, Kyoko will just and he
I'll
he
move
just
here.
hears that he's like, all right then.
He's like, ah!
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
like, kill.
yeah,
Kill.
we'll do the stabby stab.
Stab.
Do I have sneak attack or no?
Yes.
You have sneak attack, but not advantage.
Okay.
Actually, you do because it's prone.
She is not within melee range quite yet.
Oh shit.
Not yet. Yeah,
She right there. She right there, but
I didn't wanna
she's
use a
not
button
there.
that is.
Oof.
9 won't do it. Offhand.
That was a 20, guys. I'm so mad.
Yeah, we've had a few of those today. 16
16.
did not hit. I remember.
Oh,
16 does not hit.
and actually, the opposite is what happens because she's not within 5 feet of it.
There.
What?
Conditions: prone. A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up and thereby ends the condition. The creature has disadvantage on all attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage.
Because
Oh,
it's lower the
I'm
ground.
not 5 feet.
Yeah, it's knocked on its ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine. I didn't hit anyway,
Yes.
so there's no point.
It's
of
aight.
rolling disadvantage.
Delian's probably about to bop it now because he got advantage from his one thing.
No,
Delian.
he just got the ability to use sneak attack.
Oh, that's
Delian's an independent, strong independent who don't need no ally within 5 feet of the creature he is attacking.
Yeah, insightful fighting just gives him the ability to use sneak attack on it for a next
For
minute.
a minute.
He looks you up and
For a
down, then he
minute.
just decides to beat the shit out of you.
So, because we have that going on for a minute, I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna use cunning action to dash.
Okay.
How far do I get?
Your movement.
Is it what, 30 feet?
You can get up to like
Yeah.
here. And then your movement could get you into base contact with it.
Well, I can't just like melee over Merrick and right here.
Well, its corner is right there.
Can
You're-
I hit it from
Yes.
right there? Okay, then I'll do that.
And now he has advantage.
I have sneak attack.
Yes.
Correct.
But not because of any of these fools.
I get double sneak.
And
Jolly?
sneak attack.
No advantage.
No,
or-
insightful fighting.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all could
Do I have-
teleport to, y'all could get like oublieted and he
Do I
wouldn't
have
care.
do I have advantage or no?
You have advantage.
Lit. And we're gonna do. Oh fuck! I'm on fucking Ferris thing. Sorry. Hold on.
I literally, thankfully, I have
What?
both. On my second monitor, I literally have Merrick and Gilk's character sheets split literally down the middle.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I-
anyway, so
I
we're
love
back
it.
to we're back to Delians. We're sneak attack. We're gonna
Can't-
do this
Oh man, I need to get that
we're gonna
PC
do
wall
this
man so I can do the
singing
third monitor
staff.
above.
with
Cannot
yeah.
wait to do it.
Okay.
17 will hit.
Okay,
Lit.
that's what I thought.
Not
Oh.
bad. 12. 15.
Damn.
Okay.
He has no second attack, unfortunately.
No, he doesn't. But that,
He
yeah,
also
that's
used
it.
his bonus action to dash.
To get, yeah,
He did.
Yeah. So we Gucci fam.
Haldi.
I will summon an echo. Right next to Jolly. Which means I would have advantage from the echo's position.
Yeah.
I will roll 3 attacks with advantage.
Go ahead.
He has no reason not to.
Now that he knows he's not fighting now he knows that it's not human. So, blah. That was almost a 3.
23.
23.
That's a crit.
Critical hit.
Oh, my feet finally comes in after I'm about to kill it. Third attack. Oh, I didn't mean to roll a third attack. Apologies. I used
Okay.
another Unleash Incarnation because I accidentally rolled it.
Okay.
Hit with all 3.
Yeah, roll some
Hey,
damage.
baby.
Oh my lord.
Jesus, so 10.
Here comes the crit.
11.
Great.
So,
31.
31.
Yeah.
Also,
This thing ain't dead yet.
also, the slasher feat finally comes into play. Completely. No matter what he does until the start of my next turn, he has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okie
Jesus.
Just to make sure I did
What?
say that right, I'm gonna pop that in the chat.
Yuck.
Nyeh.
When you score a critical hit with that deals slashing damage to a creature you previously wounded until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls. Yeah.
Visual hit.
Nice.
And then, does Gilk have more than one attack? Am I wrong? Am I thinking
He
it's
is wielding
two?
2 weapons. He uses his bonus action to offhand the other one.
Okay. So, we'll just fucking roll that.
Gyuk's
first.
great knife. Is it just Gyuk's knife when he's small?
Yes, it gets bigger with him.
So 8.
Yep, extra.
All right.
Yeet.
22 will hit. I'm at a few notes.
Oh my lord.
12.
So that's 20 damage.
Yeah. It's not looking great. Gyuko, like, gets a sword between, like, its manifold and its chest plate and starts bending it open.
We're gonna see human parts inside of this thing, and Calden's gonna lose his shit. Not human, but, like, living parts.
Yeah, when Sypha said it can feel fear, I'm like, in my head, like, Merrick always hasn't grown up, but in my head, I'm like,
That Calden goes, then does it have a brain? And he tries connecting with a brain with his mind link. And then everyone would just see Calden go from, like, hopeful to just... And actually, that very is representative of how he feels. That absolute tearing into this thing.
Alright, we'll just wait for Dan to get back. We can edit this part out, but, it's going better than I thought it was, with, 9 fucking people.
I imagine this thing has, like, 200 something, like, health at least.
It was over 100.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Like, I had that 100% figured.
So...
It is Jali's turn.
Before, I will say this, before Seren went, it had... Oh, let me see, did anybody hit it? Yeah, Merrick hit it with...
Oh, yo, dude, we fucking just...
This thing barely put up a fight.
I was gonna die. Okay, so did anything new socially happen while I was gone?
It doesn't have a brain.
Calden would call out that it doesn't have a brain. There's no living thing inside of this.
Wait, but if it doesn't have a brain, how can it feel fear?
Human body parts. Fear is not it's an emotion. It's not a, like, you don't need a brain to feel
But
fear.
you need emotion. You need a brain to feel emotion.
So, Danny, you're talking, but you're on push to talk.
No, you do need a brain to feel fear. That's why lobotomy is a thing. It's like a soul of some kind?
It falls into that gray period where I'm like, I think I'm gonna stand on this side for one of Calden's ability. You'll see.
Jali is going to take.
Remember, you can do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, she's gonna do some non-lethal damage to try to, like, get power down, just in case. That feels very green-white of her.
Calden is trying to debilitate it. He's just trying to cut off a leg or something.
Yeah, Jali is going to punch it, and she wants. I want to open it.
All right, go ahead. Gyuk's already halfway there.
Cool.
Yeah,
If I
Geo
wanted
did
to
that.
assist with, like, ripping it open, could I use my punches for that, or
Yeah, sure.
okay?
Seren's gonna punch
Non-lethal.
something.
Ali's going to
Jali
punch
is.
something.
Oh, okay. This is much more appropriate. Jesus!
What the
27 will hit.
fuck? That is the third crit for Jali.
This woman
Godly.
she's unstoppable.
She felt it in your soul when you said that you thought she was just gonna be an old useless lady.
The dice felt it.
Calden thought that. He wouldn't say it out loud because Calden thinks to himself, she'll probably beat the shit out of me anyway.
All right, roll damage. So with both your hands, you kind of stick them into the wedge that Gyuk's created, and you kind of just peel open this manifold. And as soon as you do, you get this preternatural sense that something's about to burst. And you see this light emerge from the machine and fly straight into the sky. The rest of the body falls inert. And Sypha, you know what that was. It
It
wasn't
was a
any
person's soul.
body, it was a soul. Yes.
Would Seren, with her high passive perception, been able to see what it was?
You definitely see the beam of energy shoot into the sky. You definitely feel its warmth.
So is combat done?
Yes. I would like Sypha to make a sanity check
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
after
We know
feeling
how-
that much agony.
We know how good I am at those.
How good is Sypha?
Oh,
That's not good.
five.
That's not good.
Sypha falls to her knees in just sorrow and is just stunned for the duration.
I don't understand.
What was
Sir-
that light?
What was that? She calls out, even though like her body is shaking, like she might have an idea.
Calden looks over and he sees Sypha suffering like she is, and he goes over to comfort her. Sypha, you alright? What's going on? Can't hear you.
She doesn't seem very responsive, like she was in shock.
Kind of like what happened to me.
Yeah. It was so much. She just simply says. That pain and suffering. Never felt anything like it.
Insight check. Can Calden understand what she's talking about? Knowing who she is and knowing her powers.
You can try.
Figured. Did not mean to roll with advantage. 9.
In
So
one
nope.
way or another, you get the sense that that thing didn't have a mind or any physical parts to it, but that thing was a person at one point or another. Somehow, Chadwick was able to wedge the essence of humanity into steel and force it to perform labor.
Can I see the city from where we're at?
Yes, you can.
Calden puts away his sword, and everyone sees a genuine expression of pure rage on Calden's face. And honestly, he starts walking towards the city. I'll fucking kill him.
Would anyone else like to say anything at this revelation?
I think Farrah's just kind of speechless because she's never seen this type of thing before.
Merrick is just like, he has a silent like anger, but like the flash of anger that goes across, like his eyes actually turn into like his wolf eyes, like he's just ready to literally release the beast on this son of a bitch. But he does say this. So are we now against taking down that thing's legs?
We're taking
Like-
everything about that thing apart.
We still don't know. What if there's a process for this? What if there are still a few alive who are about to become something like this?
Delian turns to you and says, at this point, if what's happening there is what I think's happening, whatever we do is going to be a mercy.
I think we should still confirm if there's living people on it.
Can't just sacrifice people. Calden's right. If this must... She's so angry she can't speak, and she's just holding her mouth.
I agree. We take this place down when we're done. But we don't blow anything until we can confirm there's no one on the inside. Yes, it's a mercy to kill them if they're already gone. Which means, realistically, none of these machines walk away from this alive. Putting them down as a mercy. Taking a soul that can be saved. That is not.
We'll free all of them.
But think
Once we're-
about when we stop. What's his face? Elephant dude.
Chadwick.
Light on stand.
Once we stop Chadwick, we can end this. We can end this horrible act against humanity.
Well, what are we standing around here for?
That's what we
We
gotta
can be
look
sad
forward-
later. Let's go.
That's what we gotta look forward to. Stop this madness.
Plan still the same, everyone?
Still the same.
Yeah.
And let's go get you an invitation.
Calden looks up at the sky and he just goes, I think we already have one.
And that's where I think we'll end the session for tonight. Thus concludes the first act of the Siege of Tullash.
You guys thought that Seren did not like the Simic Guild. You guys thought she didn't like the Simic Guild.
Oh, this is so much
Oh my-
worse.
This is 10 times
Calden-
worse than the Civic
Calden
Guild.
is furious. It would be like Calden would even have accepted if he goes into the city and all the prisoners were just dead. This is infinitely worse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Medic's gonna. Oh,
We
Merrick
hope
gets
you've
the-
enjoyed watching and listening to Magic the Dungeoning Session 16. Do I have that correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed listening to Session 16. Come back next time for the second part of how we end the new year.
And we have a little bit of a special message before we close out, and that is Magic the Dungeoning is coming to Twitch!
Yeah!
That's right. We, the 5 of us here, plus a possible new party member, will be jumping on Twitch. And that is going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon, Magic the Dungeoning at twitch.tv.
I believe so.
You
like it.
guys
We
can
got it.
find us there. We will be streaming our sessions for Magic the Dungeoning every other Sunday. But guess what? We will actually be doing something a little bit different as we will be playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
We will also be streaming on the YouTube.
And as a thing to keep you
'Cause
guys,
we're not confined to a contract.
that
I
is
think we
very
should
true.
save the reveals for
Baby.
next time on what everyone's playing. Once everyone got it all finalized.
Well, the only thing I was obviously we can cut this part out. The only reason I was thinking about doing that now is to keep people enticed and keep them listening.
I'm thinking of doing 2 and 2. 2 next week, then 2 during the finale.
All right, works for me.
Or do you want to do 2 now and then 2 the second session and then leave like the finale as like the finale?
Yeah, and and on the finale we could actually confirm if Sean's gonna play.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, so we'll do 2 now.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so who wants to reveal?
I am not confirmed, so no.
Okay.
So that looks like it's gonna be Will and Danny, who are like super confirmed.
Yep. Okay.
I mean,
All
I'm
right.
confirmed, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Do
thought
you
you
want to
were
go?
gonna,
Do you
like-
want to go now, or do you want to go?
Do we want to let the ladies
I thought
Next
we
go
were a
week.
first?
little iffy on race for Shannon.
I'm saying, do we want to go let the
My
ladies
I
go
mean,
apologies.
first?
I know my race in class. I mean,
Okay.
I'm good with whatever.
All right.
All right.
All 3 of you, Rochambeau.
No, it's fine.
Again,
It's
I
fine.
say
Let the ladies go first.
Yeah, ladies first.
Fine.
Okay. So then we will cut back to this point and then end as something to keep you guys enticed. We're going to be revealing 2 of the characters coming out for that and the other 2 next week. So please make sure you tune in. And as the gentlemen we are, Ryan and I will be conceding to the ladies to reveal their characters. Why don't we start with Danny? Who are you playing?
GNO.
So I am playing a lady named Faith, who is a tiefling hexblade warlock of what was it, Leventis?
We'll talk about that later.
Ooh, you're a
Watch
special
out.
kind of
I
tiefling.
have a giant pike, and I'm not actually spear, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Mm.
Okay, and Shannon.
I am playing a lovely barbarian named Kivia Mountain Dream Mamito. And I am a Goliath.
Ooh.
Of the Pact of the Toad. What am I?
You're a path of the you're I think you said you were going to be path of the ancestral guardian.
Yeah, Path of the yep.
But with Dragon Heist, we are starting at level 1, so we will not see our subclasses until quite a while in there.
Quite a while, and I
Yes,
am
quite right.
wielding a maul, baby.
Who wants to take a trip to the mall?
Maul.
Hopefully, Dragonist goes well. If it does numbers and we all really enjoy the campaign and the characters, hopefully, maybe during like the off season for Magic the Dungeoing season 2, as we chunked it out.
Yeah.
We can do Dungeon of the Mad Major. Who knows what else?
So, guys, again, thank you for joining us. We are coming down to our last few sessions, and we will see how the group handles Chadwick next time.
Everyone have a lovely night. I'm your DM Jasper, joined here by Ryan playing Merrick, Will playing Colden, Shannon playing Farah, and Seren played by Danielle. We hope you have a lovely night, and try not to get roboted. Never go full robot.
Mm-hmm.